Welcome to the world of Aina, where tonight we unveil the tale of the princess and the Enchanted Falcon. They say that in the skies of Anatolia lives a falcon whose single feather can change a kingdom's fate. And when a princess got that feather, the world's most terrifying and beautiful love story began. After 30 years, someone from the mountains arrived at Sultan Eldar Khan's palace. But his youngest daughter, Princess Mehrunosh, was even brighter than those mountains. Her older sisters were obsessed with jewels and palace drama. Mehrunosh, though, talked to birds in the palace gardens, listening to the breeze's secrets, and watched the sky as if recalling a promise in her heart. One evening, the Sultan asked his daughters, "I'm going to the royal bazaar tomorrow. Tell me, what do you each want?" The two older princesses answered instantly, "Bring us new outfits of Asfahan silk with gold embroidery." The Sultan asked, "And you, my light, what do you desire?" The princess looked at the sky and softly replied, "I want a feather from the finest falcon, dear father. Nothing else." The palace walls seemed to shake. Servants exchanged shocked looks. Her older sisters just laughed. A falcon's feather? What a silly wish. But a strange worry settled in the Sultan's heart. The finest falcon was only a legend, not real. That night, the Sultan dreamt a dream that changed the whole kingdom's destiny. A golden falcon flew through the sky, dropping a luminous feather at the Sultan's feet. Then a voice echoed from above. "O Sultan, this feather belongs to a heart that is pure, strong, and can handle destiny's journey. This is the key to Mehrunosh's fate. Go find it, or the falcon will vanish forever." The Sultan woke up startled. The next morning, dervishes and wise men were summoned. An old mystic stepped forward. "This is fate's decree. The falcon feather is with a dervish wandering the hills of Konya, remembering God. Find him, or the princess's destiny will remain without light." The Sultan gave the order. "My messengers, search every path." 3 days later, they found a dervish whispering prayers on his prayer beads. He smiled. "You seek the feather destined for a princess?" From his patched cloak, he pulled out a shining, silver-white feather. It glowed as if the moon itself was jealous. "This belongs to the Finist Falcon. Give it to Mehrunosh, for her journey is about to begin. And these journeys aren't for kings. They are for hearts strong enough to endure." The messengers brought the feather to the palace. When Mehrunosh held it, the feather trembled as if it recognized her. That night, the princess unlocked the first door of her terrifying yet beautiful destiny. The moon shone on the palace's marble roofs, as if revealing a secret. Mehrunosh placed the feather on her palm. A soft warmth, a moonlight shimmer, and shadows swirled as if a winged being was descending. And before the princess stood a stunningly handsome young man, his eyes as clear as blue glass, hair like night clouds, and his shoulders adorned with the golden sheen of falcon wings. He spoke, "And before dawn, I will return as a falcon." Thus love took its first breath. But the palace's changing atmosphere didn't escape the sisters' notice. They saw a glow on Mehrunosh's face that no jewel could provide. One night, they followed her and saw her talking to the young man, who turned into a falcon at dawn and flew into the sky. The eldest sister hissed, "This sorcerer is enchanting our sister. If we don't stop him, he'll one day take the kingdom." And jealousy sharpened its first blade. On the fourth night, the sisters fixed sharp blades along the window frame and shut it tightly. Mehrunosh, exhausted, slept unaware. When the Finist arrived, he found the window closed. He struck the glass once, twice, then a final time. Blood trickled from beneath his wings, but the princess slept on. In a wounded voice, the falcon said, "Mehrunosh, if you truly love me, then find me. But my path won't be easy. Only when 3 pairs of iron shoes, 3 iron staffs, and 3 iron helmets break will you find me. Blood dripped from his feathers. His voice faded, and he vanished into the dark sky. When the princess woke, only drops of blood remained. A fire of love, pain, and separation rose in her heart. Without a moment's delay, she had iron shoes, an iron staff, and iron helmets made. The wise men had warned her. This journey goes through rocky paths, salt flats, fierce winds, and enchanted valleys. Ordinary shoes or a staff can't withstand these trials. She asked her father for permission. The Sultan wept. "My child, the world is merciless." Mehrunosh replied, "Love isn't merciless, father. It only tests." She left the palace walls, and the journey began for a royal girl whom the soil had never even touched. Walking the rough roads, the princess soon broke her first iron shoe, and the scorching winds melted her first helmet. In a barren plain, she found a wandering hut. Inside sat a veiled goddess in white. She said, "The earth hears the sorrow in your heart. Take this golden egg and silver tray. When the time comes, they will show you your beloved's face." The second hut was far in the mountains. By the time she reached it, her second shoe and second helmet were shattered. The goddess smiled. "Take this golden needle and silver frame. Whatever they create, even kings will desire." The third hut was the most mysterious. By the time Mehrunosh reached it, her third shoe and third helmet were gone. In a dark forest where the ground seemed to breathe beneath the leaves, the goddess said, "Take this silver spindle and golden wheel. Anyone who sees them is enchanted." One evening the forest roared. Beasts cried out. A gray wolf stood before the princess. She stepped back, but the wolf bowed its head. "God has sent me to help you. Ride on my back. I'll take you to your best. Just don't look behind." She got on and they rode all night, over mountains, through canals, across salt flats, outrunning fate, until they arrived at a faraway kingdom with a palace of gold. Its queen was a sorceress with dark eyes. She'd tricked Finist with a magic potion and locked him in her palace. Mehrunosh snuck into the palace disguised as a servant. Every night, she used one of her enchanted gifts. First night, the golden egg. The queen tried to buy it. Mehrunosh made a deal. "Let me see Finist in return." But he was fast asleep. Second night, the needle and embroidery frame. Same deal, same sleep. Third night, the spinning wheel and spindle. That night, Mehrunosh's tears fell on Finist's face, burning him awake. He woke up suddenly. The second he saw her, the chains around his heart broke. "Mehrunosh, you found me." The queen watched them escape and shrieked in anger. But fate ignored her magic. Her kingdom turned to dust. Finist and Mehrunosh rode back to Anatolia on the wolf. The Sultan hugged them, crying. And the palace hosted a wedding, the tales of which dervishes in Konya still share. Princess Mehrunosh then forgave her sisters, because love brings light, not payback. They say when night arrives and the moonlight shines on the palace towers, sometimes a falcon circles the sky.